Good morning. It is day 10, a whole 10 days of the writing vlog, of getting up super early most days in order to write as much as I can before the day starts in a very brave attempt to finish a third book by September. Now, at the current pace, I am going, there's no way that is going to happen. I am 10 days in, and I did a little whoop, where every day I was increasing the word count, and now I'm decreasing the word count, because my goal was 2K minimum a day, which I used to be able to do very easily, because I would always get between 2 to 5K a day. That's how I finished my first 2 books. But after 6 months of not writing, I'm struggling to hit that. Before I continue rambling about this whole process, coffee. So, as I was saying, in the process of finishing my first 2 books, I'd always managed to hit about 2 to 5K a day. I'm struggling to do that now, after about 6 months of not writing anything, but my hope is to get back into the flow state and get there eventually. Now, that is, having said that, the important part is the fact that I'm writing. Just got to keep typing away and making progress, because even if I'm doing that, if it takes longer, it's still getting done that way. Yeah. It's always nice just to see the word count go up a little bit quicker, especially since this book is going to be a very long one. Let me put it that way. Today's starting count is 28,497. Let's see if I can at least hit a K. I'm starting the day off a little bit rougher, a little bit more chaotic. I already slept through one alarm, but luckily I have multiple set up. Yeah. And then this morning, when I was trying to make coffee, I almost spilled an entire bag of grounds. So it's still happening. Day 10, we're doing it. I will say this part, I know I've said this like 3 or 4 vlogs in a row, but the section I'm currently at, in the middle of chapter 5, is a piece of the story that I've been excited to put into writing for a very long time. Well, not just into writing, but within the actual story for a very long time. I've had it written down in numerous locations for notes, but now to actually put it into a story, I'm like, yes, it's happening. But let's just, actually, I'm going to go ahead, we're going to do this a little bit differently, because I want to really focus on getting some writing done today. I'm going to do a word of the day, and then I'm just going to dive into just typing away, and then we'll come back. Let's do it that way. I already have an idea for what I want to do for the word of the day. And the word of the day is superfluous. Superfluous is an adjective, meaning unnecessary, especially through being more than enough. The purchaser should avoid asking for superfluous information. It's a fun little way of saying you're being a little redundant. You're going overboard. Now, with a lot of things, it is Latin in origin. Late Middle English from Latin superfluous, from the word super or over, and fluere to flow. So, kind of like saying overflow. Yeah. there's the word for the day. Until the next one. And we're back. We did better than yesterday. I'm happy with that. We did a nice little writing stint, a nice little sprint, shall we say. We're still not up to where we'd hoped, where I'd hoped, but once again, better than yesterday. I'm better than yesterday is good. So our final word count is 29,384, and I think we're just shy of 1,000, which is okay. We did a good job today, so I'm happy and I'm content with that. What I will say is I haven't done like a truly meaty writing tip recently, so I'm going to go ahead and just give you something, a little bit of a snippet of a writing tip. It's a pretty simple one this time today as I'm thinking about it, but it's more grammatical in nature as well, and it's the difference between directional text, and what I mean by that is toward or forward. And now there's a difference between using towards and toward. Not much of one. Both are grammatically correct, but toward, leaving the S off, is technically the more proper way of using the word. Towards, with the S applied, is more in the line of slang-ish. It's more of an improper use. Same with forward and forwards. But, yeah. So when you're writing something a little bit more formal, something a little bit more grammatically correct, you want to use the word without the S. But that's it. That's all I got for today. And in regards to that, thank you so much for joining me in today's session 10. We've ended up almost 10,000 words more than where I started this process. I think I was just over 20,000 words, and now I'm just over 29,000 words with the final word count of 29,384. I don't know if I've said that already. I probably have, but it's okay. So yeah, just shy of 10k words in 10 days, which averaging out to be 900-ish words a day, and I'm content with that. But if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so, because that would be awesome. And if you want to continue seeing videos like this, hit that like button, because it'll tell the algorithm that you want to see more. But until next time, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow.